All right. So we are back. We're back with Dion the Butcher. We had one interview before, and then we jumped on for a second interview, and technology just wasn't agreeing with us, wasn't cooperating with us at all that day. I'm still gonna post as much of that interview as I can because we had some good stuff in that. We had some really good stuff in that. But welcome back, my friend. Welcome back.
Thank you, my brother.
And happy birthday. I know today is your birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, world. I mean, sorry, hello, world. Yeah. That's my birthday.
I would say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but I think it's already too late for that.
Yep, yep. I poured a shot of bourbon in my coffee this morning. So yeah.
Well, what I wanted to do, I wanted to talk more about the technology. And firstly, we were talking about the controller that you use and the controller that you prefer.
Mhm.
Yeah, so tell us, remind us, what is your favorite controller? What is the controller you normally use? And if there's a different answer, what is the controller you would like to use?
Oh wow. So this is a particularly interesting time to ask me that question, right?
Okay.
Because um, as as you know, the technology changes rapidly, and I pride myself on keeping up with the technology as it does so. So the latest and greatest controller out on the market now is called the Rain System One.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a all-in-one controller, has could accommodate an internal hard drive. It's a standalone unit, so you don't need to carry a laptop, etc., etc. And we just ordered one for the place where I play just yesterday,
Okay.
which is I have a contract with the Royal Beach Club that has the new island on at the end of Paradise Island. They have an awesome ultimate beach day, and I'm a part of that project. So yeah, man, we have technology wise. I'm about to jump into the absolute latest that's available on the planet. But to answer your question, as it exists now,
Yeah.
um, okay, this is my part of my uh, home setup. I have it sort of taken now, but this is the Rain 12.
Yeah.
I have two of those and the Rain 72 mixer. So normally it'll be two 12s and the Rain 72. That's my ultimate setup.
Yeah.
But what I carry around when I DJ in most times, because it's way lighter, as you know, these things have direct drive motors in it and they built like a tank. So they are subsequently very, very, very heavy.
Okay.
So mostly they stay home, and I take around a rain. I mean, sorry, not rain. I so used to saying rain because I take around a Pioneer Rev 5, which is a pretty good approximation of what these do, and it's very very light. It's like maybe 15 pounds. So I don't even have it in a case. I just take it with two fingers. It's that light.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Awesome unit.
All right. Look, well, question. With the direct drive units. Like
Hmm.
I've been out of the game for a long time, long, long time. So with the direct drive units, how do you find the control, your level of control with those units?
Mm, yeah, turntables used to have belt drives, which is basically a rubber band inside the unit connected to this and spinning it. Uh, and pretty much the way that the car's drivetrain works, it connected and just spins it. So they came up with techniques, came up with magnetic um, assembly, platter assembly. So it works by applying electricity to a magnet, and then that spins the platter. So those direct drive units, sorry to give a long answer, but those direct drive units have been practically bulletproof. So I think the first 1200 came out like in 1978 or something like that. And quite literally, that same technology is what drives even these units that were built yesterday. The technology is, I wouldn't say perfect, but man, it's military grade, and I've never ever heard anyone complain about them. They are the industry standard. And from 1978, they haven't come up with an improvement to the design. It was literally done right.
Question. This is a question I really wanted to get to the last time I didn't get to.
Okay.
Now this when you're on stage, particularly if you're backing an artist.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I was back home, back there in the Bahamas, when I hung out with with Brian Gibson. I know you know
Mm-hmm.
Brian Gibson.
Sure, man. Killer beat.
Yeah. He had he
The legendary Killer Beat. I said it.
he
That
is.
he is the
Yes, he is.
man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Absolutely. So I got to give him his flowers, bro. Respect. If you ever watch this, respect to you, my friend.
Yes, yeah. Lot of respect to him. He is the man. But his system, and there was a DJ on stage, and
Mm-hmm.
and they were backing Junior Reed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now, in a situation like that, or in general, how do you like to have your monitoring? I mean, I know you got your headphones for what you have.
Mm-hmm.
For what else is coming off that stage, what do you like to have for monitoring? Let me leave that open like that.
Okay. So the industry standard for on-stage monitors tends to be the QSC 12.2,
Mm.
which is a awesome little speaker. It's a 12-inch woofer with I think a 1.5-inch compression driver, and man, they use them everywhere. So at the very least, one of those. If there's something bigger, that's fine. But at the very least, a K12.2 for monitors is beautiful for me. And then I love the boost control, so I could control the monitor level.
Okay.
That's what I like to use.
And as far as routing to those monitors, you prefer to have the engineer mix to that?
Sure. Well, no,
Okay.
no.
Uh-huh.
I like to have control because I want to be able to watch who is on stage, and sometimes you have hand signals if you know the engineer, but they could be distracted or whatever. So I want to have complete control, bro. I want to control everything that I possibly could control. So no, I want it in my hands.
Okay.
Sorry. No, but bro, I don't put my career in no other man's hands, bro. No, hell no.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, you talked about your current regular gig. This is okay. You see this book here, right? So a lot of my audience is actually like church volunteers, church techs, church sound techs. Um,
Okay. Oh man, so I got to put down the cigar. Sorry, guys. It's my birthday. Forgive me. Okay.
so
Sorry to the church folks. Please don't judge me. No cigars allowed in hell because it's too hot. They'll burn up right away. So I have to take advantage right now.
yeah. Um, so I lost my train of thought for a second there. Uh, have you? I know you've done wedding receptions, big parties, stuff like that. I know DJ Craig Boot past few years been doing a lot of like church events, like church parties and things like that.
Okay.
Uh, what I'm curious about, and I've never seen a DJ with a controller in a church type environment.
Mm.
And I've just never seen it. So the first question is, have you seen it or have you done it? Have you been in that situation? Have you been? I shouldn't say situation. Have you been in that environment before?
No, but man, so the church, one of the churches that I attend, right,
Yeah.
is Bahama Harvest. You might remember Mario Moxie because he used to be around anyway. So he has this huge church, and I told him that I wanted to do that, and they put me through like a 2-month course that you have to do like some serious church stuff to just be able to talk to them about doing it. So I did the course, I passed the course, etc., etc. But then I think that's when COVID happened. So we never got to actually make it happen. But I'm definitely gonna do that. The answer is no, but that's definitely on my bucket list of things to do.
Okay. Okay.
And I study long and hard for that, man. Come on.
I can see that. I could see people wanted to protect the audience. I understand that. No,
Sure,
I understand,
sure.
I understand that. Well, okay. I see now you have your setup, your backyard setup there. You're comfortable, relaxed on your
Hmm.
own setup there. As far as again, your monitoring, your setup, like what you like to have around you when you're practicing. Just describe for us what's going on there.
Okay, so when I'm practicing, this isn't literally, but this is part of it. I have two of these guys and my 72 range 72 mixer. That that's as good as it gets in terms of control because it's the same technology as the 1200. It's actually technically better than the 1200. It's the range 12. So you don't have a tone arm to be bothered with. So this is perfect, man. Really, really perfect.
Okay. And describe for our viewers who may not know the tone arm. What is that? How is that? Why is that?
Oh, I could show you. This is a tone arm here because this is one of my old turntables, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Could I make it spin? Yeah, she's spinning. Um, you would take this, put the needle on the record. So with this guy, you get the same information, but you don't have to deal with the needle on the record, which could skip and do all type of foolishness. So the technology allows you to have that control without the um, problem of the needle. You're not vulnerable in that way.
Okay. All right. All right.
Awesome. Best of both worlds.
Cool.
Love it.
Cool. No, we are. There's something I'm starting to ask everyone I talk to in the industry or in industries now. We are. You talked about technology earlier and
Hmm.
how things are advancing and how things are moving really quickly. I think it's fairly safe to say we are now in the AI age.
Oh, without a doubt. So before we move on, right? Because I did this just for this. Right here
Yeah.
is my cassette player. Oh, so let me show the audience, right?
Uh-huh.
Some of y'all might have never seen one of these. This is how we used to get music at one time.
Yeah.
And man, doing these is, oh wow, I didn't even notice what this is. So what's on this is when DMX, God rest his dead, visited the radio station. So this actually is the recording of his interviews and what we were doing at the time when he did a performance in the Bahamas.
Wow.
I will be checking this out later today. I
Wow.
didn't even notice because I just grabbed it out of storage just to show the audience. So there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I remember those butcher. I remember those butcher cassettes back in the day. Back in the day.
And
But so, like I said, we're now in the AI age. Do you use AI professionally for sound in any way? How do you use it? Do you use it? How do you use it? Do you intend to use it?
okay, so I use it a little. Um, Suno.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I've used Suno. I've uploaded a couple of my songs into that to see what it comes up with,
yeah.
right? And it's interesting, man. It's cheating, man. You know what I mean? So from coming from literally where I've seen people come up with songs as in okay, the drummer goes on the drums and the keyboard messes around with something and somebody comes with an idea and they just flesh it out painstakingly to where now somebody could say, I want to write a song about sitting in the Bahamas. And it'll throw out an idea, give you words,
Mhm.
put it to music, give you options as to what style it would do it. Then you could just hit a button and say, okay, give me three more ideas or four more ideas, and you just go through it. I mean, it's wonderful to have that as a tool that could maybe get you started in a direction,
Yeah.
but oh, that's like death to musicians and death to creators, if you ask me. So I'm on. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't.
Uh, I, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. I'm old school to the core, bro.
I share the same sentiment. I
Mm-hmm.
know back in the day, and even sometimes now, but especially back in the day, as a young musician, I would have loved to have the tool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to question whether using the tool back then, I would have been able to develop the skill, the way I did if I had those tools back then, rather than having to painstakingly sit down and work things out. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I personally don't have an answer. I was just curious to know if if you're using it and how you're using it.
Yeah, I'm glad I was born when I was, so I got to go through. I didn't miss any steps. You know what I mean? Intentionally, I didn't miss any steps, and but just based on when we were born, at first the cassette would have been the only tool we had available.
Mhm.
Then when the turntable was the only tool available, that's what we used. And then when it came to CDs, progressed to CDs, and now we in the world of DVS and all of that. So we were born in a sweet spot. So as a DJ, you got to go through
Yeah,
every single step. Didn't get to miss any,
yeah,
and I'm so thankful for that.
man, man. All right. I'm gonna jump quickly though. For let's talk about some of the business side of the business. Uh,
Hmm.
if you again, so I teach young musicians.
Hmm.
Um, if you had to advise young DJs on putting together a press kit about networking, about making those contacts, we're at the age now where we need to be passing on and mentoring. What would your first advice to those young DJs be?
Hmm. Okay, on the subject of networking, I could tell you what I personally do, and I'd suggest this to anybody.
Yeah,
Bro, anybody that ever calls your phone, save their number. Anybody that you in the room with, if you can, get their number. Because the old adage that your network is your net worth may sound cliche or maybe even ridiculous to you according to what stage you are at in your life. But I could tell you that my my contact list has been absolutely everything to me in terms of what I do business wise. I can touch practically anybody just with the touch of a few buttons, and the relationships you build become absolutely invaluable because the person that's your fan today could be, I mean, and this literally happened. Um, the CEO of, sorry, the president of the company is a person that used to be a friend of mine, and now I literally work for the company that he runs. And the networking over time, the relationship building has been absolutely invaluable. Your talent, your ability could get you in the door in a lot of ways, but and grow relationships with people is what keeps you around or and elevates you.
so now tell us what's next. What is next for the butcher? What is next for you, your career? What are you looking at? Is there anything we should be looking out for, looking towards? Tell us what's gonna be happening with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing like I guess building my dream because oh man, this old Chuck D line that always haunted me my entire career. Uh, Chuck D from Public Enemy
Yeah.
uh, said a DJ could be a band, get you on your feet and get you out your seat, right?
Uh-huh.
So I've always wanted to be literally a band in the way that a band is. I've backed all type of people on stage from the DJ point of view, but to literally be the band and the way that the band operates. Because if you ever watch somebody do a truck show um, versus a show with a full-fledged band, there's a difference in the energy that live performers could generate, right? And I've always wanted to be a bridge between those two possibilities. And now with technology and specifically Ableton Live,
Yeah.
what you're able to do is to have the recordings, the actual recordings, the person that the artist made. So let's say, for example, let's pick a song. Uh, okay, Beyonce Love on Top, right? Which is like, boy, I'm typically not a Beyonce fan, but man, that song is an unbelievable. I love that song. So what you can do is you get the multi-track recordings that she used to make the song, and you have them available to you as a DJ. So with Ableton, you could jump to say bar one, bar four, bar five, bar six of the song, and it has exactly what they recorded when she produced the record. So if I was back in Beyonce and she says, okay, I only want to do the intro to the song and then I want to jump right to the chorus,
Mhm.
I could do that for her. So you're literally just as flexible as a band is. If the person if she was to say, okay, I only want the drums. Okay, bass player, you be quiet. I'll be able to do that live now. So that's where it's going.
All
That's
right.
where I'm going.
Well, I tell you what, when you get deep into that, I think we need to have you back on. We could demonstrate that online, right? Anything else that I haven't asked that you want to cover here today?
Um, no, well, not really. Just man, for those that are getting into the business of DJing specifically and audio on the whole, uh, I in my early days, man, I was not say ridicule, but the closest thing to it for my vision at the time, because then uh, the idea of you saying that you were gonna make a career out of being a DJ was like the same, I guess, in people's mind as if I were to say I want to be a typewriter repair person now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounded ridiculous and no possible future in it. But um, I want to say to anybody that has any doubts, bro, um, go for it. Because the people that the naysayers are wrong, bro. Some of the DJs are some of the highest paid individuals in the world right now. We have excellent examples like Calvin Harris, David Guetta, Tiesto, just to name a few, that
Yeah.
make $250,000 for a night, bro. Tell me someone else that could do that. Another, you know what I mean? So,
I hear you.
bro, and the sky is the limit.
All right.
Serious. Yeah, man. I bought my first home from DJing. Nothing else, just from DJ money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, bro, just go ahead and do it. Don't let anybody deter you. Don't let anybody detract you from shooting for and building your dream.
Cool. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Maybe I should dust off the cobwebs and dive back in myself.
Bro, it would be so easy. And the thing is, oh man, rediscovering the music of your youth, just for that alone, that'd be such a personally enriching thing. Even if you don't go to play out or whatever, but I guarantee you that if you were to just go and take a deep dive into the music that shaped your love for audio on the whole,
Yeah.
oh man, it'd be amazing, bro. It'd be amazing.
Right. That's it. I mean, that's those are the questions I had for you. I want to wrap up with those questions. Really appreciate it, brother. Really, really appreciate it. I'll let you go back to celebrating your birthday.
Oh, for sure. So thank you so much for the opportunity to speak with your audience, to share with them, and to reconnect with you, bro. You know what I mean? That's been a great honor. Serious, enough respect to you.
Likewise, likewise, man. Likewise, likewise. We need to do this again, possibly with DJ Craig Boo. You know?
Oh man, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'll dust off the real turntables with the old needles and everything. We'll do this properly. Anytime you're ready. Great. You heard me. Anytime, son. Anytime. We ready.
I tell him to bring the dimes to put on the arms.
Exactly.
Back in the day.
For sure, man. And listen to me. You need your little piece of Q-tip so the weight doesn't mess up doesn't make it dig down into the record. That's what I learned from Jazzy Jeff. The Q-tip, the little tiny piece of Q-tip, just wet it in your mouth and stick it up under the needle. That's what makes it really, really work.
You gotta do that.
That's nasty, but yeah, that's what you do.
All right. So take care, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day. Looking forward to the next interview.
Without a doubt.
Take care, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Respect.
Mm.